So Arts Groups and Foods is an event that Spark SU is putting on this semester. At its core, it's a festival, it's an exposition, it's a celebration of entrepreneurship and innovation, specifically in the fields of art, food, and music. Basically, at Spark SC, what we try to do is we try to promote ideals of being a maker, being a creator, and that doesn't necessarily have to be building an app or building a website. And so with Arts, Groups, and Foods, we just want to show people who are following their passions and who are taking their initiatives to really work on things that are maybe a little eccentric, maybe a little outside the normal grain that you would see, but people that are really just going and creating nonetheless, people that are taking the thoughts and turning them into ideas and turning them into actual concrete products. So the backstory behind Arts, Groups, and Foods is that a group of us who just joined Spark SC, an entrepreneurial organization on campus, we wanted to come up with an initiative that hadn't really been addressed on campus. And our first initial thought was that there are a lot of people on campus that are working on really, really cool projects that generally don't get the kind of attention that they deserve. And Arts, Groups, and Foods was kind of born out of that because we also wanted to highlight non-technical entrepreneurship. And so with these two objectives in mind, that's how Arts, Groups, and Foods was born.
We have a couple different projects going on, but our main goal is just to bring 3D printing to the majority of students and let them print whatever they want. So probably one of my coolest things that we printed is this T-Rex, and it's actually a shower head. And so this is really easy to print, just because with 3D printing you can basically print anything you want. There's a whole bunch of files online that you can find, and you essentially just put it in the printer, press the start button, a couple hours later, you end up with this.
I mean, I think that Arts, Groups, and Food is kind of like, the event is like, oh, we're celebrating, culture through these three motives. But I think they just kind of blend well together. And it's kind of like how it's supposed to be, That's how culture is built, through food, through innovation, through entrepreneurship. So it's just really cool to see it all coming together. It's like the first time an event like this has happened. So I enjoy it a lot.
I think that the school has become so much more dynamic, so much more exciting. I think exciting is the best word to phrase it because you hear about a lot of projects and endeavors that people are working on now that you didn't hear when I was a freshman or a sophomore. Like people starting companies that are doing really cool things, people doing research in really exciting areas, and these things that are really bringing more attention to our school because we're no longer a school that just turns out people that go work in industry. We're now a school that people that create new industries, and I think that's super exciting. And I think that this attitude is something that really needs to be more widespread at our university. It already is starting to grow a lot more, but I think that it could help a lot more, and this is the kind of event that could really kickstart, I guess a kind of a movement at USC, like someone comes to our event and says like, you know what, that was really cool, like I want to be just like them, I want to start my own ideas, and I don't want to graduate and go work for somebody else. I want to be my own boss, I want to have my own ideas and control my own future. I would just want to say to anyone that's interested, anyone that thinks they have a cool idea to work on a cool project, if you think that your idea is great, definitely encourage you to come out and be a part of our event, whether it's at hosting your own booth or whether it's just coming out and checking out the booths and displays and talking to people and sharing your ideas, because they say that 90% of success in life is showing up, and I think showing up to this could be a big part of success, not only for you but also the university.